Okay, so you want to know how to start your YouTube channel, or anything for that matter, right? Because you clicked on this video and chances are you have no clue who I am. But I know that you have the same question that I had just a few, let's say, days ago. The short answer to your question, or to my question, how to start your YouTube channel, or anything for that matter, is welcome to my first video on YouTube. What? Wait, this is my first video on YouTube and I'm teaching you how to create your YouTube channel? That's right, that's the shorter version of the answer. The longer version is my technique to create this. And the simple thing is, when you have a question, answer that question. The question is more important than the answer. So let's talk about questions right now. The question you asked was how to start your YouTube channel. And I said that the first short version of that answer is create your first video. Sounds simple, right? But the problem is that we think that the answer to a question is complicated. We think that the question should be like, so do I buy a camera or do I use my phone? Do I hire somebody like a studio so I can shoot? Do I buy lenses? My camera doesn't have the lighting that I need. Is lighting important? Do I wear a hat, or are people going to be looking at my forehead with the lighting coming in? All these questions are not the question you are trying to answer, but they come after you think of that question. Why do you ask questions after question? You know that saying, those who don't know, teach? And I'm going to say this again, those who don't know, teach. You know, when I think about this, it almost puts down teachers. And the matter of fact is, it actually shows you the path of knowing something. When you want to know something, teach something. If you want to know how to start a YouTube channel, teach somebody how to start a YouTube channel. This is the longer version of this story. The question is how you teach somebody. So you write that question. What is the question? The question is something you want to know that you don't know. I didn't know how to start a YouTube channel until I had that question. How do I start it? Then I have to teach you, because by teaching you, I go and answer the question. So I do know all the steps, but what I want you to come out of this video knowing is this. Simplify your question. Remember the question, what it really is, because it becomes bigger. And when it's bigger than what it was, we don't take action. We get frozen by the other questions, not the first question. The other questions are everything I said in the beginning. You're not actually thinking anymore about how to start a YouTube channel. You're thinking about this. See if I'm right. You're probably thinking about, how do I start a very successful YouTube channel? You're not thinking about how to start a YouTube channel now. Now you want to know, does that make me a YouTuber? If I post my first video like you're saying, it's as simple as posting your first video, does that make me a YouTuber? And then maybe your question is, how do I make money with my YouTube channel? See, that wasn't your question in the beginning. And because now you're asking, how do I make money with this? You don't start your YouTube channel. The other thing you might be thinking is like, how do I get subscribers? Because you're thinking like, a YouTube channel with no subscribers, nobody's viewing my video, is this video even gonna be seen by anybody? You have all these other questions, but your first question was, how do I start a YouTube channel? And like I said, or anything for that matter, anything, guess. If you want to start a relationship, what do you say? You have to do something, right? You have to talk to somebody. You have to do that one first thing, that first video. That's how you start. If you want to start a career, do you start successful? Do you even know if your career is going to end up the way you thought it should be? You just have to go to college, or you have to take an internship, or you have to apply for a job. There's something you need to do, but you keep asking, no, but wait, how many subscribers will my channel have? Do I have to create a logo for it? Do I have to hire a designer for that matter? There are so many questions that come after that, and they don't help you answer the first question. They actually get in the way because now you're not thinking about how to start a YouTube channel. You're thinking about all the steps that you think or you imagine you have to do to start a YouTube channel, and you don't. To start a YouTube channel, you have to go to YouTube, create your channel, and upload your first video. So let's do that first. This is my longer version of the answer. Do one thing. Answer one question. After you've done that, ask the second question. Anything that you want to know, how to start, ask a question. Teach yourself how to do it, and then do it. But why am I doing this? Okay, I didn't just come out of the blue and said, I need to start a YouTube channel. See, a week ago, I was at a conference in Boise, Idaho. And as I'm leaving a restaurant, this YouTuber with over 300,000 subscribers, which is what you're thinking you should start, right? He didn't start there. Approaches me, and we started chatting in front of the restaurant. I didn't know his camera guy was filming this. And then as we start talking about what I do, what he does, you know, he shared me his story, his journey with his YouTube channel. And then all of a sudden he says, can I challenge you to just do this one thing? Just do your first YouTube video. That's it. I'm not saying create a YouTube channel. I'm not saying do this so you can start now using YouTube as your tool. But just can you just, you know, agree to this challenge of creating your first video? Watch this.
Hey guys, here with JP Caruso.
Here, my logo.
Yep, we're at the ConvertKit Con. My boy Frankie is right there.
Yo.
And what did you just commit to right now?
I'm gonna start a YouTube channel.
First video drops when?
In 7 days. I don't know when, but in 7 days.
Yeah.
See, and I did. I accepted the challenge, and I think that this is something that, you know, people should do more often. Say yes to challenges. And then, how do I do this now? Because he didn't teach me anything. I mean, he taught me a lot by talking, but he didn't say, and here's how you're gonna do it. He just asked me, just answer this one question. Just do this one video. I don't care what happens after this. You know, take off the pressure of this becoming your, you know, your job. And that's the second thing I want to talk to you about. The thing that keeps us from doing that one thing or answering that one question we set out to do, which is our identity. I want to talk about identity really quick because there's a quote from Andy Stanley that I love. He says, when you know who you are, you know what you do. I love this quote, but at the same time, on the other hand, there's the thing that when you know what you want to do, you start thinking about, does this change who I am? Does this make me somebody? For example, I now have my first video on YouTube. Does that make me a YouTuber? And then you start thinking, what does that do to me? Do I have to start creating videos? Do I have to now talk to people that I don't know and comment, and does my identity change? Am I now introducing myself in parties as YouTube? Do I go and walk on the street and think, is that guy looking at me or that woman looking at me because they recognize me on YouTube? Am I gonna do this? Is this gonna change my life? You see how the identity kind of gets in the way instead of helping you. For example, let's say you want to work out. You want to go to the gym. You want to lose weight, or you want to get fit. What is it that you ask yourself? What's the question that you ask? How do I get fit is the first question, right? And then, like I said, you go ask that question that you don't know how to do, and then you go you teach somebody, and you teach somebody how to do that. Because by teaching somebody, you actually learn how to do those things. But then you answer one question. Just answer this one question. How do I get fit? You learn how to get fit, and then do that one thing. If I say, if your answer to that question is, you have to go to the gym, go to the gym one day. Go to the gym one day, sign up, take one class. There's so many gyms in your town, in my town, that allow you to come for a week for free. Try it. Go one time to the gym. Do one thing. Just answer one question. Don't think about your identity. Am I going to become a gym person now? Don't think about that. Do I do yoga now? Am I a yoga person? Am I a yogi now? Don't think about those things. Don't change your identity yet. Just do this one thing. Answer one question. Does that make sense? Start your YouTube channel. I want to challenge you. If you don't have one, it's probably because that's why you clicked on this. Then do it. What is the video going to be about? That wasn't the question, was it? You wanted to know how to start a YouTube channel. Answer that one question. Did I help you answer that? Good. I want to see your comments, obviously. And if you want, please subscribe to my new channel. Be one of the first people. And I don't know when you saw this video. Maybe you saw and you were the first one to see. Maybe you saw and it had thousands of views because you came later, and YouTube does this to people. And hopefully, maybe you saw because somebody forwarded to you and say, hey, well, you gotta watch this. I don't care. Honestly, I don't know. And it's not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because I want to know how to create a YouTube channel. I'm making this video because I want to help you who clicked on this with the same question. And that's the third and last thing I'm going to talk to you about. You know how do you do one thing, YouTube channel or anything? You help somebody. You help somebody do it by answering somebody's question, which is kind of like what I just said about teaching. But now you don't think about yourself. Now you think about somebody else. Who needs to know this? Think about the content and how does this help somebody? And then do it. Help somebody achieve something that you just learned or that you have a lot of experience, but do help somebody with that question that you're answering. And then hopefully this is now my last video, and if you're here and you see there are more videos, then please click on them. But if this is the first time you see me and this is the first video you watch, I'm not putting any pressure. I might be back. By the way, my name is JP Caruso. If you don't know me, there are a few links below that you can click. You can find me on Instagram, which is actually where I am most of the time. You can also find my website, and there are other things, like I said, that I can teach you and help you because I taught myself and other people how to do it. So I also put in the description the person that I mentioned, you know, shout out to my friend Papa Python, and I'll see you in the next video. Did I say that? No, this is my only video. No, this is my first video. Okay, goodbye.